Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Just Dudes Being Guys. This is Dylan and Reed's here as always.
Yeah.
He's not very enthusiastic this week.
Yeah. It was an interesting day today. I did actually do homework like a normal student. It sucked.
Yeah, I went and rode my bike. I got off my fat ass and did something to my life. Pat myself on the back for that.
I almost tried to stay up the whole day, but then I realized...
Yeah, I saw your Snapchat story at like 3 in the morning. You're like, coffee time. And no, sleep's better.
Sleep was well worth it. I mean, that Denny's run was great. It's always good to reward yourself after driving.
I told you to go to Awful Waffle.
No, I didn't want to deal with the intersection there at like Bruce B. Downs and whatever that road is.
54.
Sure, whatever.
Okay.
I don't really know that many roads down here.
Well, it's called Florida 54. Get to know it. You've been here for 3 years.
Oh, sorry. I don't really go out that much. But I was driving some friends out to Hyde Park Cafe last night.
They never get invited.
Anyway, so it wasn't that popular, and so they walked over to an Irish bar. It was McDinton's or something like that.
I do believe so.
And while there, Lucy, who is in fact Irish, as she hails from
Ireland,
she apparently had a pint of Guinness, like a full-on pint, maybe like a
classic Irish,
or like 2 pints of it. I don't know. Either way, it was a hefty amount of it, and she just
that's like a teacup to them, though.
Well,
you have to realize that, like,
it's like
a gallon of beer is like a water bottle to us.
They don't actually
they pee alcohol.
They don't actually have any sort of water or anything like in hospitals for IV bags. It's just like
it's just drips of Guinness.
It's straight like whiskey or Guinness, depending on how severe the condition is.
No, Doc, he's going out. Get him some Guinness.
It's Guinness, and then like for the morphine drip, it's like you add Jameson.
Oh God!
every little tap
burns so bad. But Dad, I need some Guinness in me.
Oi! You little Nazi! You're drinking regular beer. You need to have some Guinness. Even though it was a little bit more Scottish, but you get the point. But anyway, so Lucy's sitting there and she has a pint.
All right.
And then all of a sudden, she like loses her balance or something, and she eats it. Not like she falls backwards and lands on her back or on her butt or something.
So it's like one of those movies where you just boom.
Right. It's like one of those, I'm going forwards and this is going to be bad. Spills it everywhere. And then she tried to play it off like nothing happened. It was... See, whenever...
Isn't that like a Irish curtsy?
That's how you pay respects to everyone at a bar.
that's how you get that. That's how you find a mate in Ireland. You eat shit.
You eat shit face first at a pub, and then you look around to see if anyone noticed.
And if someone noticed, you know it's going to be a good night.
Yeah.
But if no one noticed, and they're like, "Oh shit," just look away. Then you did it wrong. You got to redo it again.
And if anyone notices,
trial and error.
If anyone notices and tries to make a joke, then that's your one. That's the one for you. So that's one of those things that's always beneficial whenever you're out driving, is that you get to see drunk people do drunk people things. And I mean, sometimes it's fantastic. Sometimes it's not necessarily the best. Like watching or trying to cover for a friend who has to pee really bad, so then she squats behind a car and just takes a piss. That was definitely the more strange things I've had to do.
Oh, it's all right. One of my friends' birthdays was over Christmas break. Bought her a shot, and then she puked, and then she promptly blamed the shot I bought her all on me. She's like, "You got me sick." I'm like, "You have been drinking all night. That shot alone did not make you sick."
Yeah, I actually remember that. I just drove down from Georgia because we were visiting my grandparents, and I was sleeping in the back of Mindy's car, taking a nap. I wake up, and Lily just has a bag, like
over her face.
Like, yeah,
like,
it was
she's like Bane.
It was like, it was like the bag had
molded me.
It was like it fused. Like there was like a sack of cartilage just like fused to like her underneath her chin to around her nose. It was like just an extension, and like every now and then you just hear like like her face did not leave that bag the entire road like trip back.
And how we got to that situation was she puked in the bathroom and got kicked out. Way to go, Lily.
And okay, so speaking of Lily, so the other night we're hanging out in Lily's room and we're having a grand old time, and all of a sudden Dylan notices that she has one of those.
She has one of these head massager things.
Yeah, and it's like a claw.
If you've ever seen the video of the dog being attacked by the head massager thing, and then like his face just like melts down, and he's so happy. That's me. That was me.
Or like, okay, so like for those of you who don't know, it's like a little claw with like 8 really thin wires with like little bits of plastic or whatever on the end.
They're
so
like
you don't
little
like
balls on the end, so it doesn't hurt you.
Right, so it doesn't gouge your eye out or anything like that.
Even though it did gouge Lily's eye out with it. I wasn't paying attention, and she said, go into the, like, use that thing on the side of my head. And I was not paying attention at all, and I just stuck it right in her eye.
And so Lily, like, he scratched himself with the head, and he has one of the greatest euphoric faces ever.
Oh,
like,
it was,
okay, so to give a picture
euphoric
of what it looked like, I swear to you, I could have swore that I saw one of Dylan's eyes like almost roll to the back of his head, and then the other one like go inward. So you have one going inward like he's cross-eyed, and the other one just like slowly rolling.
It felt
like,
so
back.
good, man. Like it was so good.
He lost all complete motor control of his eyes. They just started rolling wherever the hell they wanted to.
It was nearly orgasmic, but not quite.
And
oh god!
Damn it!
No, that thing. I made a vow. I haven't used it yet since then, but
yeah, you said you'd use it.
I know I use it every night, but that thing is the greatest stress reliever ever. It is. She said it's like $9. I'll probably buy like 12 different styles because that thing is amazing. And it's like crack, man.
And they did it to Spencer's head, and like he did it, and
like
he got this
head
giant
like a turtle.
He had his giant smile on his face, and then all of a sudden, like his head started like shrinking into like his torso. His shoulders shot up,
like,
and he was like doing everything possible to like.
It's like it feels so good, but it's so weird.
Yeah, he wanted to hide away from it, but his face could be like, this is so good.
No, those head massagers are the greatest thing ever. I could, if that was the only way in life to be happy, I think I'd be fine with that. Because you can do everything from like your forehead to your back of your head, and then you can like put it on your knee, and it feels really weird at first, but then it feels really great. But those head massagers are A1.
Yeah. So kind of going back to that night where Lucy ate shit at the bar. Before, like when I dropped them off at Hyde Park Cafe, I was like, I don't want to pay to go in, and I'm not really drinking, so it's not really worth it, and all that. And so I decided to drive around Tampa and stuff, and I drove along Bayshore Avenue, and there's actually a park there, and from there it's gorgeous. Like especially at night.
Bayshore is the best view in Tampa.
Right, so like you
like
can
unless
see
you're
the
in like one of the skyscrapers on the bay, you want to be on Bayshore.
Right, and there's a park. It's like Ballast Point Park or something like that, and I was there. And you can see almost the entire bay, and it's great. I like it. I haven't seen it really during the day, but honestly, it wouldn't even compare to seeing it at night. But anyway, so I'm sitting there.
During the day, it's really, really pretty, too, because everybody's out running, everybody's on bikes.
Right.
And, like, just the sun's out. Sun's out in Florida, in a park like that is great.
Right. And so I'm sitting there at, like, this bench, and there's these people, like, obviously there's some like younger people kind of just hanging out or whatever, like people my age.
What time is this?
It was like around 10 or 11,
All right.
something like that. And then I noticed like there's a lot of older people, like late 20s, couple, and then like there are two people that are like probably a solid mid 30s, and that's being really generous. They may have been like really early 40s, like 40, 41, or 42.
It's a little creepy at
And
11 o'clock
they
at
were
night.
walking around doing Pokemon Go, and
Oh no!
it was so.
Hasn't that died? I thought that died long ago.
I thought it did too, but like no, it was so weird. Like it was.
Were they like Were they like shouting out, "Oh my God! Look, there's a whatever over here."
No, the two like really older guys, they were kind of walking around, and when I pulled up, I pulled up next to one of the guys' cars, which fuck me, right? And so I get out, and the guy's like, "Yeah, there's like there's this thing over nearby, and I was able to find one. And it's like some special thing. I really wish if I knew the vernacular, I would use it, but."
It's Pokemon. That's weeaboo shit.
Says the guy who likes Dragon Ball Z.
That is different. Dragon Ball Z is different, okay? That is a milestone and like a great achievement in cartoons, okay? It might be Japanese, but damn, it's good.
Yeah, and then there actually, like, there are some people, like, probably like freshman age college students. There's like 4 of them there taking pictures and hanging out and stuff. There were 2 girls that were probably juniors or whatever in college, and like the rest were like people who were no, there were people who were well past like the college age, or at least they looked like it. And then these guys were like, they could be
their dad.
Like they could be someone's dad with a kid in high school.
That's really creepy.
Yeah.
For them just to be moseying around a park.
Right. And they were just walking around like
at
doing
11
Pokemon
o'clock at night.
They were just walking around doing Pokemon stuff, and it was
that Pokemon Go literally needs to die. Literally gonna die.
So yeah, Ballast Point Park. If you want, apparently there's some good Pokemon stuff to have. I would say there's at least like 20 people walking around.
Are you promoting Pokemon Go right now?
No, I'm saying for the few.
Sponsor us, please.
For anyone sponsor us. We want money. And if you're still trying to keep the Pokemon Go thing alive, then
head into a city.
Then you can go there.
Any
and if
city
you're like me and Dylan and say,
"That's weeaboo shit."
I thought that died out. Then just go there and enjoy the nice view.
Yeah.
And then kind of really laugh internally at old and like solid aged adults in their 30s and 40s playing Pokemon Go.
The sad thing is they probably just found that in their app store.
I'm not sure. The way that they're talking about the whole thing, it made it sound like they've been doing it for a while.
Oh. Well, usually old people tend to find things like well past their age.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I was at AT&T yesterday, getting my phone taken care of, and there was 2 old ladies in the store, and they were in there for like a solid 30 minutes, like the entire time I was there, asking for help to download games onto their phone. You got games on your phone? But like they were literally in the store, like asking the AT&T personnel guy to help them to ask them to download video games for them to play on their phone and tablet. It's like, you don't know how to do that on their own.
Solid.
And then he said, "Yeah, all this stuff that you just got costs money." And she's like, "Well, why didn't you tell us?" I'm like, "I did tell you, and you didn't. And you said you wanted this no matter what." So their bill ended up being like $400.
Jeez.
No, that wasn't just on apps that they bought.
Right, I really hope so.
No, it was like they were like paying their phone bill for the month too. But like usually your phone bill, they said, is like $250. So they got $150 worth of stuff somehow.
What the fuck?
It was really ugly.
Like, I can't even think of like enough apps on my phone that I would want to have. Like, even if I had the free version of the app and there's a paid version, I don't think there would be even near the amount
that you'd want to pay for the pro version.
Right.
I got like 5 apps on my phone: Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram.
Don't follow him.
Please follow me. I'm all alone over here.
Don't do it.
I guess I can talk about why I was at AT&T.
Yeah.
Friday night, fun story. We were all, it was Lily, Reed, Spencer, and myself. We're all going to Taco Bell to get something to eat, and my pockets are very loose. And I have my phone in my pocket, and my phone slips out of my pocket, and it falls 2 feet to the ground, and the entire LCD screen cuts out. So I'm like, why is my phone not working? There's just a solid blue light on. So I was like, okay, it's still working, just why isn't the screen on? And so I'm sitting there all night just worried. It's like, oh shit, I just broke my phone. I've had it since May, and I'm screwed because now I have to go either back to a flip phone or a Windows phone, and both versions are god awful.
Yeah, so it did fall out of his pocket. But so just so it's clear, it didn't just fall to the ground. It fell as he was closing the door.
Oh yeah, and it got stuck in the crease of the door.
The top left corner
had
of the phone,
one crack in it.
There's like one patch of like 3 lines on the screen, and then
they're like as long and as thin as a piece of hair.
Right. Well, it depends on whose hair, but
buzz cut. About said skinheads.
Skinheads. Yeah, fuck you. Anyway, so like he actually closed the thing on it, and the moment that he realized that something was wrong, the rest of us were dying laughing. It was.
And I brought that head massager with me on the trip.
Right.
And even that couldn't console me. Like, I was that devastated that my phone broke.
And he would like vigorously, like.
I was going to town with that thing, and like nothing was helping. I was not calming down.
I was in the back seat, and I was uncomfortable.
Because the phone still has like $300 to pay it off. And I'm like, shit. My parents are going to hate me. They already hate me. They're going to hate me more. And so I go to AT&T on Saturday. My parents brought up 2 extra phones just in case. I go to AT&T, and the guy goes, yeah, your phone's completely done for. I'm like, what do you mean? And he took off the phone, like he took off the screen, and underneath the motherboard was completely shattered somehow. The alternative display that like reverses, like inverts the picture, was completely shattered. And the little flash paper that connects the battery to the screen was ripped in half. And he goes, I don't know what you did, but there is nothing that anybody can do to bring your phone back. And I don't know how 3 little cracks in the corner of a phone can completely destroy the innards of a phone, other than the battery compartment.
You've also hit your phone with a hammer to prove a point.
I bought tempered glass for the screen back over the summer, and it said it was shatterproof. I wanted to make sure it was shatterproof. I was getting my $10 worth. I did, for the time being, apparently.
And also, he has run over his phone with
those big, those big interstate mowers?
Right.
Yeah, like one of those. I work at a golf course, and it fell out of my pocket again. I really need to get better pockets. But I ran it over with that big mower, and it mulched it a tad, but nothing happened to it. No cracks, no nothing. I was like, oh, wow, this thing is really indestructible. Nope, a car door will break your phone and your heart.
Yeah, I think every girl can attest to that pockets problem. They're either like sewn shut or they're like a half-inch deep.
Yeah,
so you could like
they always put them in their butt
stick
pocket.
the first knuckle of your pinky.
Well, that's because girl shorts are now so hiked up and so short that literally everything's falling out of them.
It's true. That is true. There is surprisingly less.
There's less clothing for more price now, if you think about it.
Yeah.
I think Kanye's starting to get into the girl shorts business because there's just less and less.
It's just
I
think Kanye's
there's shorts that are like probably like 4 inches long, if that, and there's holes in them to be stylish.
I'm honestly wondering. There's 2 ways I can see this. I think Kanye is either trying to troll the entire fashion industry
By
by
just taking
by taking all his
safety
leftover
scissors.
by taking all of his old work clothes for whatever reason he was working in, like maybe he likes gardening. I don't know. I don't really care. And like he has all these old work clothes from either like people that like do his landscaping or whatever, and he's just like, oh hey,
I have a pair of safety scissors. Let's cut some holes in them.
I'm gonna bleach this so it's nice and bright and white, and so then I'm gonna sell it and be like, hey, it's unique. Or he is trying to just find a way to make money, and since people are like, oh man, it's Kanye, man.
He's got his Yeezys,
awesome.
And he's got all these new clothes. Fucking Kanye. I can't stand that man.
He's an interesting guy.
Please don't vote for him in 2020.
Just look at people's policies and vote for the person that you agree the most with on policy. Don't root for people, root for ideas and policies.
But yeah, so I went to while I was at AT&T getting my phone taken care of, and I guess the car door was the final straw. It was all just barely holding together. But my insurance policy, the guy goes, let's just say I bought my phone on May 21st. And he goes, if you use your insurance policy before May 21st, your phone costs $300. But if you use your insurance policy on May 22nd, the day after your policy's up basically, your phone's $50. So, what am I paying for to make my phone be $250 cheaper?
Absolutely nothing.
Under a insurance policy that protects from damage and all that stuff. I think it's just AT&T trying to steal money. Just like every business does that's like AT&T.
Also, it's a clever use of people not actually reading all the way what things are.
Well, I'm under my parents' agreement, so that's my parents' fault. I love you, Mom. For all of you out there that experienced Tuesday was Valentine's Day.
I don't want to talk about this.
I know Reed doesn't want to talk about it, but I'll just say my little 2 cents about Valentine's Day real quick. I believe Valentine's Day is a joke of a holiday. Yeah, you see all these Instagram posts of people saying, oh, I'm marrying my best friend, or whatnot. Valentine's Day is an excuse for people to be happy. If it takes a holiday for you to treat somebody nice, then that relationship is bad, in my opinion. If you want to have a good, healthy relationship, take Valentine's Day and make it every weekend, or something like that. You know, go out for dinner every weekend. Go see a movie. Spoil each other every now and then. Don't make it a one day of the year thing. And the same with Christmas. Like, Christmas is a great holiday. It's the best holiday out there. But people take Valentine's Day and Christmas as like a way of saying, oh, I'm going to spoil you for our relationship one day out of the year. And other than that, it's just going to be you up texts and everything. But
sorry,
you were falling asleep on me.
No, I was just for some reason
rubbing your eye on your mic.
Yeah.
All right.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
That's my 2 cents on Valentine's Day. I think you should treat each other special every weekend. Do something, you know.
Also, if you like someone, just tell them that you like them.
Yeah.
Like, be a human being about it. You know, be responsible.
What's the worst gonna happen? They're gonna say, "Oh, thanks."
If they say no, then you don't have to worry about, oh, I don't know if he likes me or not. So just say it.
Yeah. So say what you want to say. Treat people more than just Valentine's Day. Treat them special more than just that day of the year. Do it every weekend. Do something for each other. It can be anything. Go get a bucket of ice cream at the store and literally eat the whole thing as fast as you can. That might be a good date challenge. Who can eat more ice cream than each other? But
it'd be me every time.
This kid has a philosophy. If there's time on the clock, there's time for ice cream.
Yeah. And ice cream, I usually, I've been kind of lazy with it, but I had, for a while, just solidly,
like every day it was a cup of ice cream.
Yeah.
At least one, sometimes two.
Yeah, sometimes I would put it with a cup of hot chocolate. I mean, it winds up turning into like just like
very creamy chocolate
milk. But
it's the chocolate milk float, chocolate milk sundae. That's Valentine's Day. Treat each other right. Treat each other good.
Don't be a hoe. 2017. You heard it here first, folks. Don't be a hoe.
Don't be sending those dog Snapchat filters to your side bitches now. Everybody knows that's a hoe move. But so a little update on the SoundCloud profile. We are, after this episode, we are out of upload minutes. until we switch to premium. Episodes will still be going up every week. They'll be going up on YouTube and any other platform that we can find. We'll let you guys know. But until we upgrade to premium, which should be about 3 weeks at the most.
We just have to move the monies around.
We just have to move the money around and figure out the account and everything. But other than that, everything will be taken care of. But so all the episodes after this, like the next 2 or 3 episodes, we put on YouTube, and once we get that taken care of, we'll put all those into one big playlist on SoundCloud, and then that'll go over onto iTunes, so you guys can catch us up on there. So remember, you guys, just follow us on iTunes, Just Dudes Being Guys, Twitter at JDBG Podcast, YouTube at Just Dudes Being Guys, and Reed and I will continue to post our stuff every episode, every Monday night at 6 o'clock on Facebook. So this is Dylan.
Reed.
And this has just been Dudes Being Guys.